Hutch, just coming in, you're expected to be the leader of this offensive line and probably one of the leaders of the team. How do you take that responsibility?
I take it into consideration. It's a big, important role for this team, especially with the team being sort of young, and I'm just ready to take on that role.
What did you learn from Donnell last year about doing that?
Me and Donnell hung out pretty much every day, and it's kind of like, I learned stuff off of him, and it's just the way he leaded the team last year. I just took that off of him.
What's it been like moving back to guard? And is that a position you kind of feel more natural at?
Yeah, I love guard, and I play tackle also, but guard is my favorite.
Who have the guys been working next to you at center, and what kind of progress have you seen from them?
Everybody's been working around. Wolf was doing a great job of moving everybody around, but everybody's looking pretty good.
Hutch, how did your decision go about looking at the NFL and then deciding to come back? Was it ever a thought to go?
I just thought, it was good to come back. Unfinished business. It's just I got to do what I have to do.
Yeah, you made your decision pretty quick. How many people did you talk to when making that?
I really talked to many. I kind of knew it from my own perspective. So yeah.
How would you evaluate Moore and Nichols? It seems like one of those guys is probably going to have to start at tackle. How are they coming along? How would you evaluate those two?
They're coming along pretty well. They come in here competing every day. They come in here with a positive mind, positive attitude, ready to work, and it's just watching them guys play. It's very fun.
What do they bring to the tackle spot? What do they do?
Athleticism, power, pretty much all the intangibles that anybody wants to tackle to have.
What's been the biggest tweak that Mike Bobo has put in for this offense?
Just by his intensity, by him coaching. You can already tell that our guys starting to respect him a lot, just by the way he comes at us and just by how intense our practice are. So
you mentioned intensity and respect. Was that a problem last year?
No, it was never a problem.
What was your first impression of seeing Justin and how big he was?
Just his athleticism. For a guy who's that big and move very fast, I kind of like that.
Are any of the guys who were guards last year working in at center at all?
Wolf makes us move around. He makes us play all five.
How does Ryan Walensky look to you?
He's looking pretty good. He's looking better. He's getting better every day and stuff like that. So.
Did you get the sense his confidence was shaken by the end of last year?
No, his confidence was never falling off. Ryan was always the same.
How much are you guys driven by just a 4-win season of last year? How much motivation do you guys take towards not letting that happen again?
We have a lot of motivation. We had to come here every day. We got to fix the little things because last year we didn't fix the little things, and this year that's what we have to do.
What have you seen out of Marshawn so far?
Speed. That boy's speed. He's very fast.
Has there been a time where you've finished your assignment, looked up, and he's been further down the field than you expected?
Yes.
What makes you guys think you'll? Obviously, there's going to be a big emphasis on running the football. But what makes you think you guys can be better at that next year?
Just by blocking our assignments, staying on blocks more, and just finishing our blocks. Just watching more film and just stay in the weight room and just keep doing the things that we need to do to be better than what we're supposed to be.
Is that a big emphasis? Is that something that's talked about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the next step for your game?
Next step for my game is just keep improving every day. Just find the things that I didn't do well during the day and just do better the next.
Have you sensed a common theme of what you haven't done well and what you need to improve on the most?
Say it again?
Have you sensed what you need to improve on the most? If you had to pick one thing,
it's just, I say just finish.
What did you learn about Ryan watching him kind of gut through the end of last season, kind of moving around on that knee?
Say it again?
What did you learn about Ryan watching him kind of battle through that knee through the end of last season?
He's a tough guy. I actually didn't know he had it until the end, but he's a very tough guy. You really never tell.
How does going under center for the quarterback change your life as an offensive lineman, if at all?
It really don't matter.
Does it change the run game at all?
No, just by how we're coached and the way we have to block, it's kind of the same.
Who's getting the most reps at center right now?
Eric
Douglas.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's behind him?
We got other guys switching in and out. We got Vincent Murphy, we got Trey Jones, and more guys to Hank Manos and all that.
What have you seen out of Vincent in the time you've been able to see him, and how has he grown?
He's getting very stronger. He's getting quicker, and he's just working hard. And then that's what I like to see out of him.
Seems like a pretty quiet guy.
Yeah.
Is he? Does that kind of come across in his play as a guy who's just not going to say a whole lot?
He doesn't really say a lot. The one thing about him, he loves to work. And for me being a senior, he looks up to me, and I got to do what I have to do to keep pushing him also.
What was the main goal of the offensive line coming into this season?
Say it again.
What was the main goal of the offensive line to improve upon from last season this year?
Everything. Run blocking, pass blocking, just learn how to just keep taking pride in blocking, basically.
What kind of personality is Eric in this offensive line room?
He brings energy. He gives us energy. He comes in smiling every day, laughing and giggling, just, wants to have fun with it.
Having gone up against Zach Pickens, what's he like as a defensive
He's very
lineman?
strong. He's very powerful. I can see Zach being a great player in the next coming years.
Does he compare at all to Kinlaw?
Yeah, as far as like power and stuff, but Kinlaw is still a different breed, so yeah.
You have a big reputation of being the team's weight room guy. What do you think of Paul Jackson so far?
I love him. Just by his work, just this past month, it just everybody's getting more explosive and everybody looking stronger and better.
What kind of qualities do you feel he's brought to the program?
Everything really. So.
As an offensive lineman, how do you like the sprint work that he's doing? A lot of running?
Yeah, we do a lot of running. We do a lot of. It's just kind of like a lot of everything, basically. He likes to critique a lot of things, make sure we're flexible at the same time.
Is there anybody on the team that's giving you a run for your money as far as being the strongest guy? Because everybody we talk to points at you, but is there anybody that's pushing you that way?
I say Zach. You got Keir Thomas. You got Jordan Rose, especially. Yeah, Jordan Rose. He works out with me all the time. So yeah, he'll probably get a run for my money too.
Who's going to be the other guard? Is it Jordan?
Javon Quinn. Javon Quinn.
How much do you bench now?
We haven't maxed. So we haven't maxed.
What was your last max?
Last max was like 505.
What was that?
That was like my sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you seen from Turntime since he's come in?
Athleticism, power. He came from JUCO, and it's just you would never know. It's just by the way he comes to work every day is good to see.
You guys have had several JUCO guys join the team over the years. Are those guys a little more advanced, especially the linemen? Are they a little more advanced when they come in having those couple years? Or?
Usually when you come into a new program, it's sort of new. But with him, it feels like he's been here before. So.
And he's working most of the left tackle, I guess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I guess Dylan would be a guy who'd be competing there too if he was available.
Yes.
Anybody else who's...
Everybody's working around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one for